today's video I have a bunch of stuff to show. First up, I picked up Hypnosia's Violent Intensity, their EP they released before they released their excellent full-length Extreme Hatred. And this one contains 6 tracks and it's very good. The production is quite rough, sounds more death metal than Extreme Hatred, but it's very, very good. The tape is just like this. There you have the 3 band members. Very simple J card. But Extreme Hatred is one of my favorite of all times. This is not as good, but still very good. And I also picked up their compilation CD called Horror Infernal, released in 2012, and that one contains the Violent Intensity EP with some bonus tracks. It's cover of Outbreak of Evil by Sodom and My Belief by Possessed, and Haunting Death live track that's not featured on this. And it's their Crushed Existence demo from '96 and the Storms demo from '97. And the Storms demo have The Last Remains and Operation Clean Sweep. Both tracks ended up on Extreme Hatred, and this is very well worth checking out, both of them. But you don't need this one because it's you have that on this one. But if you like Extreme Hatred and want to hear a little bit rougher, more rougher sounding, pick up Horror Infernal. And I also I did this where I got in contact with their vocalist Cab Casterval, and he also had this for sale, an Extreme Hatred patch. Very nice. Moving on for some black metal, this is Infernal Decadence by Spectral Wound. They released a Diabolic Thirst last year, and that was one of my favorite black metal releases, probably my favorite. This one was released this was their sophomore release, released in 2018 through Vendetta Records. Contains 6 tracks and it's a little bit over 30 minutes in length, and this sounds very similar to a Diabolic Thirst, but this one has all 6 tracks are very good, but Diabolic Thirst had Frigid and Spellbound. That was my favorite black metal track from in recent times. It's so catchy. But if you like Canadian Quebeco black metal, aggressive but melodic, check out Spectral Wound, either Infernal Decadence or a Diabolic Thirst. You can't go wrong with neither. And then we have He Whose Name Was Long Forgotten by Fossilization, an EP from last year released through Everlasting Spew Records. It contains 5 tracks, and Fossilization is from Brazil. They're from Sao Paulo, and this is excellent stuff. It sounds a little bit like Incantation, but a little bit more melodic, and also they have more funeral doomy slow parts, but there's some blast beats and it's very dark and excellent. So I missed this one last year. I heard it, but I heard a lot of stuff, but the reason I picked it up was because Everlasting Spew put out this in February of this year. This is a split between Fossilization and the American band Ritual Necromancy. And I had never heard of them before. They are from Portland, Oregon, and their track Enter the Depths is 15 minutes in length. And Fossilization's 2 tracks, Exalted in the Altar of Insignificance and With Blood and Feathers, are around 6 minutes each, and all 3 tracks are great. I don't have that many EPs in my collection. EPs, I meant splits. but this is definitely my favorite split. So check out Ritual Necromancy and Fossilization if you like incantation and dark doomy death metal. Yes. And last up we have Taimo. It's a band from Alberta, Edmonton, Alberta, and Taimo is the vocal, does the vocals and guitars. And this is The Art of a Maniac, their third full length. It was self-released earlier this year. Contains 9 tracks, a little bit over 30 minutes in length, and all tracks are very good. Except for War Beneath the Skull, the 7th track. I don't know what's up with that. It's not good at all, and doesn't really fit. But other than that, it's party thrash, but also not. It sounds a little bit like Wraith from last year. A little bit speed blackened at times, and the vocals are quite aggressive. Sometimes there are almost death metal like, but mostly it's just aggressive thrash metal vocals. And if you like modern thrash metal, check out Tymo, The Art of a Maniac. That was not it. I forgot the last one. Recollections of the Insane by the band Schizophrenia. They are from Belgium, was formed in 2016, and on their EP from 2020, Voices, they played Demolition Hammer like thrash death, and this was one of my absolute favorite EPs from 2020 or recent years. Excellent stuff with 5 great tracks. But on Recollections of the Insane, they I saw a video where they talked about it. They are more influenced by Morbid Angel and the like. So the Demolition Hammer vibe is toned down, and it's more Morbid Angel, and that's not good in my opinion. I much more prefer Demolition Hammer to Morbid Angel, but this is still very good. It contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 tracks, and very good production. The shell, red shell, and here you have the J card. There are the band members. The J card looks like this. But if you like death metal with some thrash, definitely check out Recollections of the Insane by Schizophrenia, because it's one of the better releases this year. Although I prefer their EP Voices and wish they had kept the Demolition Hammer vibe. But I also got a sticker and a small pin. It was released by the band have licensed it to, so Redefining Darkness released it in the US, and I think the band themselves, this one is Dying Victims Productions. So there are a couple of, but if you live in Europe, you can order it from their Big Cartel, which I will link in the description. And that was it for today's video.